Ooh, happy, spooky, creepy, boopy, doopy, Halloweeny. It is Halloween today, and in honor of Halloween, we are going to be doing another speed draw, but we're going to be doing more of those little ghosty girls and their doggy familiars, because I was initially going to do a bunch of these for the month of October, but time got away from me. It really is true that the older you get, the faster time goes, and I consistently feel like this meme. Everything just goes by so fast now, and I would like it to stop. I would like it to slow down. If it could do that, that would be great. But since it seems like it's not gonna slow down anytime soon, I'm just gonna put out what I got, which is these ladies so far. I was compiling a collection of like cute pinup girls and what I felt like their doggy counterparts would be, but I'm afraid I won't be able to get to all of them, which is kind of a bummer. It would be cool to have been able to do a ton of these. I don't know, I guess I could continue it technically after Halloween, but it feels kind of weird to continue such a spooky theme after Halloween, you know what I mean? So I don't know if I should just, you know, this is it, this is what I got, or if I should keep going. I don't know. But anyway, let's just jump right on into it. So for this one, I initially was planning on releasing this illustration on October 12th because that was my birthday. And I thought, of course I have to do a Pomeranian themed one. And I'm sure you'll all go, another Pomeranian? And the answer is yes. It's because I love them. They're my favorite dogs. And, you know, I'll always pick a Pomeranian before any other dog. Sorry, not sorry. So, of course, October, spooky, October 12th, I was gonna do a Pomeranian girl. I tried to like emulate the big poofy Pomeranian-esque body in her hair, and then I wanted to add kind of a fluffy trim on her negligee because, you know, Pomeranians are so fluffy, but also something very cutesy and short and sweet and sassy because that's what Pomeranians are. They're cute and short and sweet and sassy. So I was initially going to do like a pink one, but I thought, well, the other girl is pink. Maybe I should throw in some other colors. So I do experiment with a variety of different colors. And eventually I land on yellow because yellow is my second favorite color. There's something also really satisfying about making the body translucent. This is like a really fun part of shading it and just making everything look see-through, you know? Here are some inspo photos that I kind of saved to give me this vibe. Just some cute advertisements from the 60s, and then obviously the Pomeranian to pair with it. This next lady I wanted to be a sultry Saluki owner, and I wanted her hair to be kind of like pigtails to emulate the Saluki's flowy ears. I also put her in a more streamlined, silky negligee nightgown thing. Again, the transparency is so fun to work with, and I was having a lot of fun just shading in all of the transparent parts and then figuring out exactly how I wanted the nightgown to be transparent. I messed around a lot with layer styles and layer modes. Also went in and added some depth by shading the back of the dog and then the tails of the ghosts with a soft brush of the same background color. That way it kind of pushed that back a little more and created a little bit more depth to make it apparent that the dog was more behind her. I'll also make sure that I put all of the brushes that I've used in the box below. Then next up in this little mini series is a spooky ghoul with her Cocker Spaniel familiar. And here are the inspiration references that I was kind of working off of. I, again, wanted something very flowy with the hair to resemble the Cocker Spaniel's ears. And also I wanted her nightgown to have more like bell sleeves, similar to Cocker Spaniel's bell-shaped legs, based off of the way that Cocker Spaniels are groomed for like shows and everything. Yeah, that's what I was trying to emulate with that. satisfying just picking a bunch of sparkles and, I don't know, just dotting it around. And then the trick that I made to make them glow is you go to adjustments and then you go to bloom and you can adjust exactly how much of a glow you want, but that's very helpful to make the stars glow. And then I also applied it to all of the liner as well. And then the last one that I finished up yesterday was the Spooky Ghoul and her Borzoi familiar. This one was inspired a little bit more by 1920s-esque styles, so more of a 1920s nightgown negligee situation and a little bit more of a 1920s hair, but I made it a little bit more messy curly to match the Borzoi's kind of messy curly fur. I also wanted to give her long slender legs and then more of like a wasp waist to emulate the Borzoi's kind of exaggerated wasp waist as well. Like Borzois have such a big chest and then a tiny waist because they're sighthounds, and that's kind of how a lot of sighthounds are built. So I wanted to kind of mimic that with the character as well. That's about it for these pieces. So let's go see the final results and you can tell me what you think. anyway, that is about it for this video. Let me know which one of these spooky gals is your favorite, and also I guess let me know if you want me to continue this little mini series or if you're pretty happy with the ones that I've done so far. As I mentioned earlier, the names of all of the brushes that I used are going to be in the little box below. And I hope you have a spooky, fun Halloween. Let me know if you're dressing up. Leave a comment down below and tell me what your costume is. Alright, that's about it. See you later. Bye-bye.